Okay, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the ToonScroll Challenge. As you can see, sometimes things like these are always a little bit difficult to get right because the OBS actually always switches to the other side, which is annoying, but it should be fine. So, today I want to actually get this shield fully done so that we can actually move on to the next bit. I'm still a little bit haze, so that's a little bit of a problem, but should be all fine. I noticed that I had some issues with this. One of the things that I actually saw that was a problem was that there was some movement here and there. I'll fix it now. Which is this bit right here. Which technically needs to be moved like so. There. And this is why I actually wanted to do the fixing around. Alright, deselect. Now add it in. There you go. And then erase the bits that I don't need. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. This needs to be 8. Am I correct? Yeah. No, that's to tick. There we go. So now we actually have everything that I need to do to get this thing all up and running. We have also the letters, if I'm correct. That is no. That's the angle. Where's the letters? Ah, here it is. Now we're gonna do first the letters, and then we're gonna continue for the rest of it. We're gonna be first making sure that the letters are correct. So, no further ado, let's get started. And then after that, we can actually move to the next bit. All right. That's the first bit for it. Now we're gonna go for the line work, which should be 5. And then after that, we can actually move to the next bit, which is then making the whole damn emblem correct. Which is gonna be a little bit of a thing because I need to figure out how much of what I need for it. But yeah, I'm still a little bit exhausted, but it should be fine. I think in 2 days I would be fully recovered. But then again, I think I did find out that the new DLC for Renamond was actually coming out 2 days ago, and so far it is actually quite good. I like it. Even though, you know, it's only adding one area, which is a little bit of a shame, but so far so good. And yeah, they should definitely update that boss rush mode of that, because the main problem with Renamond is always that the boss rush of the second one is very mediocre. I don't like it. It has some good qualities, it has some bad qualities, but the main bad quality is that it is like you play it and you play it very easily, honestly. Alright. And now this one. There we go. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. But the main problem with that game is that it has the original one has a boss rush where you start with nothing, Now with this one, you don't start with nothing, you start with everything you already have. Which is the main problem of it, because yes, it does give you more flexibility, but then again, it does not, well, it's not very fun to play around with, because you already have everything that you want. You don't need more. That's the main problem of it. How do you say that? How the hell do you say that? The main problem is the whole challenge of the first survival mode, which the boss rush mode that Renamon 1 had compared to Renamon 2, was that you had to fight bosses from, having nothing, and then, of course, going forward from there. Well, with the new one, you start with everything you already have, and then you just upgrade your build from there on. Which makes the builds a bit, well, not very unique, because you already have your own running build that you already are using all the time. And you don't find combos or anything that you want to go for. So rather than just starting from square one and trying to beat up bosses with your bare hands and then move forward from there, you need to beat bosses with your current build, which then surpasses four passes, right? That's the word for it. Yeah, four passes the challenge of it, which is the main problem of the whole damn mode, because, well, if there is no challenge to it, well, then it's not really a very, exciting mode. Of course, it does provide you with the whole boss rush mechanic, but without the old system where, the boss's skill, the boss's skill on due to time, which was not very balanced, but the bosses don't scale. The bosses are always the same, so there is no threat or anything like, oh yeah, this boss is not very hard to beat now, because there is no need to beat the boss, because there is nothing that, well, forms a threat for you, because everything is the same size all the time. Which is my main problem with the game, because you want to fight a boss and the boss doesn't scale upwards, so you don't have a hard time, or the bosses get more difficult the more you do. And when you build a build that is actually quite strong, you can vaporize bosses on the regular difficulty very quickly. So you already need to build a boss rush, or you already need to play the boss rush on a higher difficulty, which is a little bit of a problem sometimes, because I'm like, if I want to play on a harder difficulty, that should not be the case. I just want to play on the regular difficulty and just have the bosses scale upwards, rather than have to beat all the bosses again on a higher difficulty, instead of do 2 times, so that you have like a little bit of a leeway of an easy going, and then things get hard. That is a far more fun, exciting gameplay than oh, here, by the way, the boss now hits 2 times more damage and has 2 times more health, and the minions spawn with 2 times more health and 2 times more damage. It's not very fun. I'd rather have like a boss rush where the bosses actually just become more aggressive, or have more attack speed, or slower or faster 1-up speed, instead of scaling by just putting the HP pool and the damage pool to a little bit more higher standard. Right now I'm actually experimenting as well with the boss rush itself, to double check if it actually had any benefits of playing it. So far it is actually quite good on loot wise, because technically normally before this you play the game and you play the campaign and you repeat it all the time, and you just play it on higher difficulty to get better loot. And so far it doesn't do that. Honestly, I prefer just, you know, beating the beating the boss rush on just a casual difficulty, because it actually gives you a lot of stuff that you can actually use. The only downside with it is that how do you say that? The only downside with this boss rush is that it is quite easy to get all the items that you need. Because I believe it was like 2 bosses fight. If you beat 6 bosses, you could get actually a lot of loot out of it. So that's great. Ah, there you go. That looks good. That looks good. Nice. All right. Let's do the thing that I need to do. Orange first. So 3 and then 3 again. 3 and then 3 again. There you go. 3 and then 3 again. And this side as well. Nice. And this side. Oh well, it happens. All right. 3 again. Nice. Oh, there we go. Made some mistakes in the amount of counting. All right, now we have done that part. Now we can go to the red part. And then after that, we should be fine with it all. Nice. And these 2 sides, and then we should be all fine. There we go. And now we actually have the thing that I want to do with it. All right, so the strong and cool type. All right, now we have that done. Now we actually need to figure out how to get the colors done for this. The main problem with this, of course, is that I need to figure out like what kind of colors do I want for this. Because we technically need to represent this also in the drawing itself, so we can technically not go for green. Mainly because if we go for green, that actually would, you know, not work properly. So I'm looking now for, oh boy, I see a mistake in the line work. That kind of sucks. All right, just give me a second. All right, and then we're just gonna do this. No. Ah, all right. Now we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go over here. And now it should be working, right? Yeah, it is working. Good. Okay, going back to where I want to be. So instead of using green, we need to use something else. That's the main problem with this drawing right here, that we cannot use green for the whole damn thing, because we technically need to use the effect that we want. So deciding what kind of color we're going to go for the shield is going to be deciding a color scheme that we're going to be using for the drawing itself. So that's going to be important. So let's go for plain male drawing. Let's see if there is anything that actually gives us like a good idea of what kind of colors we can go for. Now that looks like a good amount of colors. We can go for grayscale. Ooh. That looks good. Look at this. That looks good. That looks like a very cool idea of how to draw the armor piece. So that's a good idea. We can go for a silver kind of look to it. But so it's gonna be dark gray. That's one of the things, and then maybe bronze kind of effect. Because this I would never use. This is absolutely abysmal. I don't like it. This, however, is actually quite cool to look at, and then, you know, make sure that this is all fucking connected. So, yes, let's see if I can get that done. Let's see if I can get that idea up and running into this drawing. So let me see if I can get, you know, the dark color to see if that actually represents the colors that I want to go for. So I actually use the dark color on top of the on top of this part. So I'm gonna go for a dark color theme. So that already looks like, is that actually? Yes, but no. I don't want to use this kind of dark color too much. I need to have it a little bit more lighter up, I think. Or do we want to have it light up in the midsection? I think this is better, right? Is this a better color version of it? No, the darker color could actually stay, but I need to make sure that I have like an effect on it. So let me see if I can get that effect like so. No. Let me see if I can get that effect like so. Yes, like that. That is actually quite a good idea. But then we can actually make it sure that we have like so. No, that is too much. This is then the better idea, right? Yeah, that's the better idea, but then I need to make sure that I have it actually twisted around. So I need to do the move tool. All right, the move tool, and then not use that. Now, and I have this part to be. What? How's what? What? Oh God! Because of the move tool, really? Because of the move tool that is happening? Jeez, that's some weird shenanigans right there. Alright, let's put it more darker on this side, like that. Yes. All right. Now we need to get the move tool and then move the things that we need to move around, not to blend, but to move. Now we actually have all the colors that we want. Nice. Now we need to figure out like what kind of color that we then want to implement on this, because that's clearly a thing that I want to do with this. So let's go back at it and see. So what? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Here, right? If I enter this one, I can get the review. So that is going to be a bronze kind of fitting towards it, right? Because that's bronze, bronzish. Yeah, bronzish, bronzish. All right. So then we need to go for bronzish, which is then that, I believe. Hold up. I'm going to be doing this on a different layer, just in case. But I need to make sure that this is in a group, so I can always repeat myself. So if I have this, is this then the bronzish that I want to go for? Let's see. Is that the bronzish that I want to go for? Yes. Basically, yes. And then we can go for high silver on the wings and then make that gold there as well. So then we have, these are then the primary colors that we're going to be using for the armor itself, that we're going to be adding into the drawing itself, that we need, because we need to have a cool, the strong and cool type, the whole joke. All right. Luckily, we can actually add this pretty easily. The only thing now we need to do is actually making sure this is all nice looking. And I think I'm gonna go for the gold effect on the symbols as well. Or should we add something like blue to it? Do we want blue symbols? That would also be cool, but gold symbols would be better, I assume. First things first, double check. No, this side here is not correct. All right, now we need to add in the effect. And then we add in the effect like so. Yes, and then the midsection is going to be the part where I want to go for. Or do I want it the other way around? Choices. Yes, let's do it the other way around actually. Like that. Nice. Nope. Nice, and then here, go with that other side. Nice. Now we're gonna go for the old-fashioned darker color. That's not the right color, damn it. Alright, now we need to go to the darker color, and that should be then the last bit that we need to do. All right. Now we have done the first bit. Now we need to add in the next bit, which is the relief part here. So we're gonna now go for silver, which means that we need to go for something like this, I think. I assume, right? Ooh, I could really do something here with that. Nice. So this is the bit. Now we're going to add in the lighter color to it as well. Yeah, a little bit more lighter. Like that. Yes. And then we're going to go back to here. Nice. All right. Now that looks good. I like it already. Yep. Really like it already. Nice. The only thing that I need to do now is actually getting this thing, the main section, the main thing right up and running properly. So let's get ourselves a nice little crown. And see if I can get that running, up and running as well. Right. Let's erase the rest. Alright, now we have those done. And then we can now add the rest of it. So now we have this. There we go. And once this is done, we can actually add in the better color. Yeah, we can actually add a better color in there as well. Nice. All right. And then we can go here. Oh, hold up. We've done that. We can now go here and add in the lighter color. There we go. And then this side, right? Yeah. Nice. And there we go. Now we're gonna go back here, fixing the lot. Okay, I will first save, otherwise it might be crashing, which might cause a lot of issues, and I don't like that. Oh. bits here and there. Oh well. I'm gonna fix it afterwards then. Alright, so now I'm gonna go here. Fix the bits that we forgot. Nice. And now we're gonna go here and deal with the last bit. So that's gonna be gray again, so grab that, then go here, then go light, then alpha mode. Now the question is, do I want to have like this kind of feeling towards it as well? Do I want a relief on it? Yes, but not this. I could actually make something very funny here. And I should. Alright, now we actually have something to work with. Then we can actually also add something very funky to it, which we should. this and add the top part as well. And then we can also do the cool thing, which is removing the straps on the bottom side so it actually works well with this. There we go. Nice. So now we actually have a cool looking effect on the shield at least. So now we have the shield fully completed. I assume, yeah, we do. I do want to add something here though. Layer style, enable drop shadow. Drop the shadow to 4 distance with 5 pixels. Correct. Yeah, that's way better. All right, so now we have that. We have this. We have that one. So now we can add that into one group. Boop. And then this is the group above it, which should also be added in one group. There we go. Now we have the full drawing. And now we actually have the full drawing. So now we have the cool and strong type. So then it's like, you know, or this one, and then it's a cool and strong type where we can make now finally the whole heavy armor, which is the whole point of what I want to do with this drawing. All right, so we got that now done. We got that fully done, and then tomorrow I will. Wait, tomorrow I have to go to the gym, but I'm absolutely tired from that. I think I will skip for once. So yeah. So Friday at least I will be working on the armor and then start with the sketching of it by using this posture and by using this model for it. So yeah, I hope you'll have enjoyed for now, and thanks all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!